Paradiso 2017, I think, bro. We have our booth. And it's Paradiso. It's right at the gorge. If you know where the gorge is at, it's up in Eastern Washington. Weather gets kind of crazy out there, and what I'm saying, everyone was evacuating the venue, and then we're just in our booth, bro. My booth is flying off because this wind is hella strong, and me and my brother are just holding it down. My booth was literally, one of my canopies got wrecked, and then my booth just flew off, bro. My booth literally just flew off.
What's up, everybody? This is the Untapped Potential Podcast, and today we're tapping in with Roger Maldonado. He's the CEO and brand director of Mediums Collective, a high-end streetwear brand out of Seattle, Washington. What's going on, Roger? How you doing today? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's popping, guys? Appreciate you all, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the platform, bro. Thank you for the invite today.
For sure, man. Thanks for making the drive all the way up here to Linwood.
Yeah.
How's it going? How have things been with Mediums Collective lately?
It's good, bro. We're just staying busy. We're busy, bro, grinding, finishing off the year. 2021 was a big year for us, bro. Yeah. So, just right now is holidays. You feel me? So we're just really trying to tackle all that, trying to finish the year strong, trying to do one more event where we put the city on, and, getting ready for 2022, bro.
For sure. And you guys have been doing a lot to put the city on. We were just talking about, the Fridays at LTD Bar and Grill. That's actually where I bought this shirt that I'm rocking right now. That knowledge. And you're rocking one too, right?
Yeah, the Hustle.
The Hustle shirt. And then we got some hats over here. So we'll get into that in a minute. But I actually just want to start at the beginning. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and where you come from.
Yup. I mean, shit, bro. Roger, you know what I'm saying? Somos mexicanos. Come on, man. We're Mexican. Bro, I mean, grew up in SeaTac, went to Taí High School, moved up to Seattle to go to school, went out to UW and shit. Graduated 2014 from UW. And right after that, bro, we went straight and started the business. You know what I'm saying? Went and talked to my brother, chopped it up, had some designs, bro. I've always loved graphic design, always loved photography, you feel me? And clothes was a great medium to express myself, bro. So I went to my brother, chopped it up, and we're just like, bro, like, let's, I got this designs, bro. Let's open up this clothing brand. And then, from 2014, bro, we've just been riding the wave, you feel me?
I feel that. That's
the rest is history.
Yeah.
What was that like growing up in SeaTac?
Man, we live in the Trailas. So, it was a big Mexican community, bro. Big Mexican community in one spot, and then big Samoan community in the next spot. And then we had the Samoan homies up in the north. So it was kind of dope, man, because it was just very community based.
That's cool, man.
So it was dope, bro.
That's what's up. I'm always curious about like the Mexican American experience growing up on the west side of the state, because I grew up on the east side.
Okay.
Where there's a lot of agricultural work. So we had a huge population out there. I grew up in a small town of Othello, Washington. Where, Mexicans were like 90%. So I'm always curious.
So you were it was all Latinos over there, huh?
For sure. So it was cool because we had a whole community. When I moved to Seattle, I kind of got culture shock because we're not as represented out here, but I'm curious to hear your experience. I want to dive deeper into that. You talked about the Trailas. What was that like? You have like a lot of family friends and people like close friends you grew up with?
Well, that's the craziest part, bro. I feel like, I'm saying, in Seattle, bro, Seattle and urban cities around Seattle, SeaTac, Prado way, you feel me? There's like a lot of communities within communities that are cultural, you feel me? So like the Trailas, bro, it was all Latinos, bro, all Mexicans, bro, you feel me? So we grew up feeling like it was, we came straight from Mexico to the Trailas, to the Trailas and shit. So it just felt like home. It felt very community-based, bro. We would just kick it outside, bro, with the homies till like 9 p.m., play soccer up in the streets, bro. It felt very home.
I feel
me? But outside of that, bro, you step maybe a couple blocks away from that, then it was very different, It was a different community. So it was dope, bro. And I mean, I think that's what got us grounded here in Seattle. Coming from Mexico to Seattle. It's kind of what got us grounded, is coming home and seeing other Latinos around and shit, bro. We're growing up with a lot of kids, bro. My brother met his wife out there. We had a lot of my best friends grew up, that we grew up with, we're still real good friends with. So,
that's cool,
this is dope, bro.
Yeah,
dope.
Community is everything, and I'm sure you guys have seen that. So you mentioned Mexico, right? So were you born in Mexico?
Yeah, bro. Born, born in Mexico. Was born in Puebla. Once I was like about 9 years old, we came straight to Seattle. Had family out here. My pops was out here before we came, and then we had a few uncles, and that's what drove us all the way to Seattle. You feel me?
So. Gotcha. That's cool. That's cool. And so then eventually, you know, you grew up in SeaTac and then you went to UW.
Yep.
Why UW and what did you study there?
I mean, bro, to be honest, I feel like, you know, higher education was never really a thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially growing up in SeaTac, bro, they don't really teach you a lot about higher education. You feel me? So I was blessed to be really involved in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like my first 2 years were my up years, low key. You know, and then my last 2 years, I was like, damn, I got to get my together, bro. And I just got really involved in school, started learning about, you know, higher education, bro, college, started going to different, you know, college campuses to go check them out. And I was like, damn, bro, like this is it. You feel me? Like there's a lot more than just SeaTac. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then I think we had a program called Dream Project, you know, that UW offers to high schools. And then once I was at UW, I did Dream Project and I went back to Ta'i and helped a lot of kids apply to college and whatnot, bro. So, but you know what I'm saying? UW was just, I originally wanted to go to Western, apply to Western. I applied to a bunch of Northwest schools, bro. So Western, Gonzaga, UW, you know, Eastern, Wazoo. And funny enough, bro, I got waitlisted up in Western.
Oh, interesting.
And then I got accepted to UW. You know, and I was like, well, I wanted to go to Western because it was like more outdoorsy. I was like, hello, outdoorsy, you know?
Yeah.
But I got accepted to UW and I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to UW, you know what I mean?
That's cool. And so what did you study at UW?
I started marketing. So I graduated marketing. You know, it's a communications major with a focus on marketing. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? It kind of just put two together, you feel me?
Did were there like creative influences as you were growing up and in high school? Because you mentioned you had an affinity for like photography and like the creative side.
Yeah.
Was that like manifested more in like college and that's where you found that passion that led you into marketing, or how did that work?
It was high school, bro. So high school, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, it really comes down to resources, bro. In high school, there was a program that opened up in my high school that was like a graphic design program. They offer like all of the Adobe suite, you know what I'm saying? So we're able to design like what's it called? You know what I'm saying? Like the flyers, we did the yearbook and all that shit. So that kind of inspired, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, this shit's super dope. You know? That inspired it. Went to high school and then I started just, you know, I downloaded the software. So you feel me, back in the day.
Pirated.
And then I started using it just to kind of make, you know, a little side hustle on the side. You know what I'm saying? I used to fix graphics for a homie that was doing clothing, and that's how I got introduced to clothing.
Oh, interesting.
So I used to fix his graphics back in the day. And then back in college, I was throwing a lot of events. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in the Greek system, you know, in those big ass houses. I ended up living at UW in the big ass Greek system. Frat? I was in a frat.
Wait, which frat was it?
It was called SIU.
SIU. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
we're like on 19th. We're like 19th and 47th. So it was like one of the, you know, it wasn't like the main ones, but it was a pretty popular one.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then there, bro, like that's where I got more involved in the frat in terms of like I want to do the management, right? So I started doing like I was the social president. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing the parties.
You were doing the events.
I was doing the events. So with the events, bro, I had to register the parties through UW. And that's low-key how I got a lot of experience with event management.
Interesting.
And, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, because you had to register the events through UW, through Seattle police. So I low-key got a lot of experience through that. And then I had to go get a bunch of different frats to sign the parties. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a party cost about $2,000 to throw. And it's like, you know, I would go to a different frat and be like, hey, bro, like come party with us. We're going to get X, Y, Z, you know, alcohol, whatever, and then get them as a sponsor. And then, you know, have like 4 different frats all in one. So it could be like a big frat party. Right.
That's cool though. I would have never thought, but like those skills are very like you can transmit those skills to what you're doing now with Mediums Collective, right?
Right. I mean, and that's exactly what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I took graphic design and then the event experience, and like I said, it was just, you know, it was a lot of creative outlets for me. In order for me to do that, but it also taught me a lot of business end. You know what I'm saying? I was able to kind of translate my creativity towards more of on a business aspect of things. Right. And yeah, bro, I mean, you know, 10 years later, bro, 11 years later now, 2021, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still using those skills. You know what I'm saying? When I go and look out for a sponsor for an event, you know, it brings me back to the college days when I used to go get a house to come sign up and do a party with us, right? So registering the parties, you know, it's like registering your business. And you know, there's a lot of a lot of administrative work that I learned in college.
Oh, for sure. Because there's a certain way you got to approach like your business partners, your vendors, the city, right? The police, the noise variances, all those things. Like, and since you've done it before, there's just a certain level of confidence that comes with it. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a great perspective. Yeah, man. So what are some of the events that you guys have thrown with Mediums Collective recently? I know you guys have had a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mediums Collective, we're a brand, bro. So we're clothing, right?
Right.
So we're a streetwear brand. We started with the brand, bro. We started doing pop-ups, right? So we would go to so back in the day, we went to like Hempfest, right? Hempfest, Bumbershoot, Sasquatch. We did Paradiso back on the big raves at the Gorge, right? So right off the bat with the brand, we would just get a 10x10 space, bro, and go to all the major festivals, right? And then once we started doing that, 2020 really, bro, was when me and my brother chopped it up and we're like, hey, bro, like we're gonna really start putting our own events, hosting our own events, right? We have the experience. I have the experience from college. We have the experience as being a vendor, right? Because we did that for like 4 years. And then from there, bro, 2020 we just kind of went super hard, right? So one of the biggest ones, Fremont Fridays was the big one. That was a collaboration with Martial Law Band. We did the Cinco de Mayo. The Cinco de Mayo was before Fremont Fridays, and that's kind of what got the town buzzing. We had like 20 Latino artists, on the stage, bro. We had like about 50 Latino businesses, and it was just kind of a dope culture. You feel me? I the way we put it together, it kind of economically empower everybody. Right?
That's awesome.
So it was dope, man.
Is that going to be a yearly thing?
That's the game plan, bro. That's the game plan. And this year we're trying to do, 2022, bro. I'm really trying to take my event. It was very street level, right? We're doing events in parking lots. We're doing events in parks, right? We're doing it kind of very underground still. And now we're breaking through, right? The next one is going to be at Numos and Barbosa, right? The last one was at the Nectar Lounge. And what I'm really trying to do now is break it to a point where it's like, okay, how do we take it mainstream, right? How do we start, getting the block and doing a block party, right? Instead of Capital Block Hill Party being Capital Block Hill Party, it could be a Mediums Collective event. Right. So that's my next goal is, at least in terms of the events, is taking them to the next level, bringing next level sponsorships, bringing the city to the whole next level, and really exposing the local culture, right? Because that's really what we need here in Seattle.
Yeah, that community.
I'm interested around like how, because I have no idea how this works, but like setting up an event like that, like where you bring in different artists and have other people put their booths there, like tell me a little bit about like what does it take, like how do you work with artists to come on to the event, like I guess tell me a little bit about that whole process.
I mean, to be honest, bro, it's been very organically for us, just because with the brand, we have a lot of homies that just do, music and fashion go hand in hand, bro. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of homies that, that do music, so it's very organically, and we just kind of, Seattle is low-key very knit, we're very close, bro. So it's really just reaching out, right? Reaching out on Instagram, reaching out, or being friends of a friend, right? Marshall's friends with another artist, right? And then Marshall can be like, hey, bro, we're doing this event, so it's kind of like a cross-networking thing. But really, it's just hitting them up, bro. Really hitting them up and just telling them on the vision. When I plan an event, when we plan an event, there's always a deeper purpose than just like a show, right? So just really selling them on the vision, selling them on what we're trying to do. And at least when we do events, bro, we really try to take it to the next level, right? So really create the experience where it's like a better experience than the last one. So I think really just a lot of the artists seeing what we bring to the table and the energy that we put in an event gets them excited about being part of our events, right? So yeah, man, and then after that, it's just really just, you scoping out talent, bro. There's a lot of talent in the city.
Just continuing the momentum.
And then just continuing the momentum, right? And now for me, I'm, when we talk about mediums, bro, and then the events, it sounds like we're promoters, right? But we're not promoters, bro. We're a clothing brand, right? That's the bread and butter of my business. You know what I'm saying? We're a clothing brand, bro. We're a product company. So what I'm trying to do now is how do I get my event experience and blend it in with fashion, right? And what we got cooking up next is we're trying to do a fashion show, right?
Oh, wow.
So we're trying to do a fashion show, and we're trying to bring the Seattle community. We're trying to bring music into it. We're trying to bring knowledge into it. Right, where I'm trying to have maybe like some panelists, right, that have people that with experience. Maybe we'll have you guys out there with the podcast, doing a live
podcast,
right? So trying to bring, and this is the heart of mediums is just bringing all different mediums into one space, right? And that's why mediums is a clothing brand, but our work is a lot more than just a clothing brand, right? We're trying to build community. We're trying to build it to the next level. Bringing it on the next production, right? So, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome to see, small businesses scaling throughout the community and really having an impact. I also heard on the last podcast that you were on with Nast that
shout out Nast.
Shout out Nast.
Yeah, shout out to the Nast podcast.
That you're starting, you're thinking about starting your own like physical store. Like, tell me a little bit about like that and like how far along is it? Is there a date that you have in mind?
Really, bro? I mean, we've done pop-ups for so long, bro, that, it's a lot of work, bro.
It is.
It's a lot of work, right? Yeah. All my stuff is in the car right now for Trippy Barber's event, and it's really, bro, like setting it up, and by the end of the night, we have to tear it all down, right? Yeah. So that's a lot of work, bro. And after doing it for a while, I love it, bro. There's a hustle behind it, right? And it really grounds us to the next level. But really, like I said, bro, I mean, the whole game is elevating it, right? And presenting, my clothes and the merch that I'm doing now and the merchandise that I'm bringing for 2022, I'm really trying to take it to the next level. So my presentation always, I'm always trying to step up my presentation. And I think a clothing store and putting it in shelves is really the best way to present my clothes now. You know what I mean?
So you talked about the quality and the feel of it. You guys pay a lot of attention to like whatever goes into your product, it has to be the highest quality. I mean, that's within your mantra, right? High quality streetwear.
Right. I mean, 100%, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's what's being our, our focus with our brand, bro, is making sure that it fits right, making sure that it feels right, making sure that it's, that it's a good quality material, right? We're looking at the Hempfest.
Let's talk about this a little bit here. And going through just like the quality of it. I mean, we were just talking about like the side pocket here and the attention to detail. Like I've never seen anything like this before.
Come on.
And this is really cool to see. You show them like the inside of it. There's you said the flyer of the event. This was back in 2019. The Hempfest, a collab that you did. Yep. Really high quality stuff. Man.
You got a little bag in the hat. I've never seen that before.
Bro, because I mean, so there's been other hats that have, the little stash pockets.
Yeah.
Right? But they're always inside the hat.
That's uncomfortable.
They're always inside the hat, and it's cool. It's a dope concept, bro. Right. And to be honest, I was inspired by that concept, right? Because I saw the stash pocket, and I'm like, damn, that shit clean. But with this collab with Hempfest, bro, I was conceptualizing the design, right? And I'm thinking Hempfest, and I'm like, okay, what is Hempfest about, right? And then Hempfest is about, legalizing cannabis, and it's a pro cannabis festival, right? And it's about bringing it up front to the people, on the legal aspect of it, and then just from the consumer aspect of it, right? So then I'm like, in terms of my collab and the design, I was like, okay, bro, like, why don't we put the pocket outside, right? Let people know that we, there's a little stash, and I'm saying, let people know that we stoners, bro. Let people know that this is the culture in Seattle, right?
You wear it proudly, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Hempfest was about. And then that, that inspiration, I was like, okay, well, let me design this little pocket and let me try to put it outside so people can see it, right? And people can see it, people can recognize it, and it turns out to be a dope concept, bro. And we're really gonna expand this for 2022 in terms of all of our headwear. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have all of our zipper pockets.
That's cool.
So yeah,
that's awesome. I want to pivot real quick. So you guys have been in the in the game for like about 7 years, right? You said 2014 was when Mediums Collective got started. What are some crazy stories that you've experienced in that time?
And this could be like any like events and stuff like that, because you mentioned that you've been sitting out in events for 10 hours and nothing happened.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some stories in there that.
Yeah, I mean, bro, there's been some crazy stories. Let me see. One was crazy. Was Paradiso 2017, I think, bro. We we have our booth, and it's Paradiso. It's right at the gorge. If you know where the gorge is at, it's up in Eastern Washington. Weather gets kind of crazy out there, So right in the middle of the show, there was like a fat storm, bro, like a super fat storm. They had to close down the festival. They shut down the festival, bro, because it was like lightning. It was like super strong wind. And you gotta understand, my 10 by 10 is just like a canopy. Right. We had to strap it down, bro, and it was just crazy because lighting was like coming down right behind the stage. It was low-key kind of dangerous, bro. Wow. It was pretty dangerous. And what I'm saying, everyone was evacuating the venue. And then we're just in our booth, bro. My booth is flying off because this wind is hella strong, and me and my brother are just holding it down. Like my banner is like ripped and it's like flying off, bro. And then I have we have a bunch of people that are coming out and they're helping us because they've seen that my booth is flying away. My clothes are getting trashed, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, the festivals and just vending outside was a whole different experience, bro. That taught us a lot in terms of like, yo, we got to bring the straps. We got to bring like, the weights. We got to be really prepared for like nature. You know what I'm saying? But that was really crazy, bro. My booth was literally, one of my canopies got wrecked. And then my booth just flew off, bro. My booth literally just flew off.
Have you ever lost like inventory because of that, or like? I
mean, luckily no, but I mean, a lot of my inventory did get messed up. You know what I'm saying? It got dirty, it got flew off. I do a lot of, I have a lot of white in my clothes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of like colors and a lot of it got dust. Super dusty. When we go to like a lot of other events that were like in like campgrounds or like, you know what I'm saying? And then it got dusty. My clothes got super dusty, so bringing it back to the storefront. This is why I want a storefront, bro. You know what I mean? Because carrying my clothes left and right, they kind of get ruined. There was a good batch that got ruined.
Yeah.
But I mean, all fun and games, but it was a dope experience. Then my booth, after the storm kind of passed away for like 30 minutes, it was like super strong for like 10, 15 minutes and then kind of died off. And then, me and my brother were just like, all right, bro, we got people in the booth. You know what I mean? We plugged the speaker back on, and then it was a fat party right after that. Yeah. In my booth, while the festival was kind of getting their stuff together, bringing people back in. Right. Medium's Collective booth was like the spot where you wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we had the speaker, and it was just popping, bro. And it was,
that's dope.
It was like a dope, beautiful experience. You know what I'm saying? That just that doesn't happen unless you're just active. You know what I'm saying? Right, unless you go into those festivals, unless you putting yourself out there, you know what I'm saying? So,
and throughout like that whole process, you were explaining in the other podcast, you've been able to find like what festivals work for you, what festivals didn't. Right. I guess which one of those festivals that you attended didn't work for you completely?
I mean, there was a lot, you know what I'm saying? I mean, back in the beginning, bro, I think it was just a lot about exploring, putting your brand out there. When you're a brand new brand, like you think your customer, you think you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know, bro. I just created what I thought was cool, you know what I'm saying, and then put it out there. Luckily, bro, I was blessed that people really liked my design. But really, there was a lot of, we did a Fremont Farmers Market. There's a Fremont Farmers Market, and it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope market, great place for small businesses. But we stood there for like 10 hours, bro. Damn, and there was no sale, you know what I mean? But we were super early in the game, you know. And then we did let me see, we've done little markets, we've done big markets, but we found out that, the best one is just the things that we like, right? We like hip hop, we like smoking weed, right? Yeah. So we go to the weed festivals, right? And that's when my clothes hit a lot. So I think just putting my clothes where, you know what I'm saying, where inspiration comes from, you know what I'm saying? We listen to that type of music. So I'm not going to put my clothes on a show that's like a country show, right? And it might hit, I don't know. I've never done it, but I don't listen to country like that. You feel me? So it doesn't, so I feel like, I don't know, who knows if my clothes might resonate at that event. What if I put them out there and it flops, right? Because my style and my design wasn't inspired by country. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so, yeah. So if you feel like if it doesn't speak to you, it doesn't really resonate with the core audience that you're trying to target.
Right. And it's just about speaking, you know what I'm saying? Speaking what you're staying true to what you are, who you are, what you like, what you don't like, you know what I'm saying? And finding that, finding those interests and finding those events that kind of resonate with, you know what I'm saying? With what you're trying to, put your brand and have it represent, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
I want to pivot real quick. I know there's a lot of young people out there that want to start their own brand. Maybe they don't know where to start, and they want to express themselves. You've already dropped a lot of gems. Yeah. But what advice specifically would you give to maybe someone who's in high school or in college that wants to start their own brand?
I mean, it's a lot, bro. I mean, the clothing business is competitive, bro. The clothing business is one of the hardest business to really be in. But you know what I'm saying? I think just, be true to yourself. Fashion is what you love, bro. Then just be unique with it, be real with it. Put put your own design to it, put your own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? I think in the clothing game, it's really how you differentiate yourself now. You know what I'm saying? And how you make it unique and how you really twist it. And bro, that secret sauce is you. You feel me? Because your own style, your own, your own vibe is reflected to what you make. So my clothes are unique because of my experiences. Your clothes are unique because of your experiences. And I think really sticking to the ground level of knowing where you come from, what you are, who you are, what you want to express, bro, and putting that in the product that you make, whether it's clothes, whether it's a podcast, whether it's any brand, bro, really, just anything that you make, bro, I think it's going to become authentic. You feel me? Yeah. So stay true to yourself, bro. Stay true to your values, you feel me? And put that in your work.
Yeah, that's some good advice. Take notes.
We'll clip it.
Man. So what can people expect from Mediums Collective moving forward?
Yeah. Well, Mediums Collective, man, we just got blessed. We got nominated for a grant. That was super dope. We got we got nominated for a Comcast grant. Just on my birthday, bro. I got the news on my birthday, which was a blessing. Yeah. And that's gonna give us a nice little boost. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put that together. We're working on a collection for 2022. It's about to be a dope collection. We got some dope ass colors coming our way. I got some dope styles. It's a cut and sew. We're trying to bring my quilted fabrics back, which was kind of was the hit in terms of my clothes. So we're bringing that back. I got the fashion show that I've been cooking, that I've been trying to plan. So I'm starting to cook that together, plan that together, and really take that to the next level. And we're just excited for 2022, bro. Just really crushing it. We're talking about Cinco de Mayo, making it a yearly event. We're talking about potentially doing Fremont Fridays again and doing it at a higher level. And then we're talking about doing the storefront. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about getting a storefront. I know we're in conversations with a few malls. So, seeing about putting it in the mall. And if not, maybe looking for our own locations and start putting our own physical space out there. So, a lot of exciting things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So tap in, mediumscollective.com.
That's awesome, man. That's a lot of big things.
That is a lot, man.
Lots of blessings. Really happy to hear that.
Thank you.
So yeah, that was actually my next question. How can people reach out to you, whether it's like vendors that want to, link up, artists, or people who just want to buy your clothes?
Right. Mediumscollective.com, and that's the best way to reach us. You know what I'm saying? We have a contact list out there, social media at Mediums Collective.
And on the screen right now, you can see mediumscollective.com.
Yep.
You can see their new collections.
Yep.
It's a really nice website, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah. This is clean. Y'all got
super
some
clean.
Great product shots. I'm rocking that shirt right there.
Hey, come on.
Let's go.
And, so tap into the website, man. I put a lot of efforts and love to the website, too. You know what I'm saying? Designing it, making sure it's user-friendly, making sure that you have different payments. We just plugged in this additional plugin where you can actually do buy it in increments, right? So it's you pay, you know what I'm saying? You
pay as you go.
It's like 4 payments, right? So if the product is $100, you only pay $25 now. It'll charge you $25 in a month, and then you know what I'm saying, it's like increments. So it allows you to kind of buy a big order.
That's cool.
With small payments, right? So I'm trying to do a lot of work with the website. We do a lot of efforts online. You know what I'm saying, with the email list.
And you also have your pop-up events here too, which I really like. You can see if you want to see it in person and feel the product. At the time of this filming, the next event is at Elevated Lounge, but you can see the other feature schedules.
That's tonight. Trippy Barbers, man. She's a dope barber from the city.
Yep.
She's featured out here, man. She's having she's doing a lot for the community as well. So I'm just happy to be a part of that. She invited us. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming out there. Then we got invited to our revival show up in Capitol Hill. They it's a big organization that got a big grant from the city to put a lot of businesses on. So we got invited to that. That's on the 12th, I believe. December 12th. And then we got the Emerald City Gala with Martial Law Band.
That's awesome, man.
That's awesome.
Well, lots to look forward to. This episode will be airing like the first week of
January,
year, right?
Yeah, of the new year. So
you're gonna miss all that, bro.
Yeah.
Man, check out
There's more events though.
Check out at this point you can go to their page and check out the recap of those events, and I'm sure that you guys will have a lot of events in 2022.
Yeah, the fashion show, man. I say really the fashion show is what I'm the most hype about 2020 or 2022. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The fashion show is really what I'm gonna be putting a lot of my energy to. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm really gonna try to put a lot of the models on, a lot of small brands that I've been working with. We're trying to create that platform. I'm trying to really invest into a really great production So the 2022 fashion show with their new line, I think that's gonna be the exciting thing.
Man, that's gonna be awesome, a game changer. Yeah. Oh, well, that's cool. Well, Roger, thank you so much for coming on. You know, we really appreciated this conversation. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Thanks for speaking on Mediums Collective. Make sure y'all follow Mediums Collective on Instagram. Tap in with their website. We got the links in our bio. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. And stay tuned. We got episodes every Wednesday. Catch us next time. Peace.